Alright. Let's run some abyssals.
Warp drive active.
Alright, so let's do some T4s. We got our Gila here. We are a passive tank Gila. We're thick. Good regen. When we get actually into the gamma, we get way stupid high on the EHP and the regen. Before we go in, we will use a shield booster here. So what this is going to do is give me just an extra 4% to all the resists. So we'll nom 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 eat that up. There we go. We are going to be using an MTU to help us get loot. Let's make sure we have drones. We have drones, we have ammo, we have repair paste. We are ready to go. Let's get in there. See what we can get for loot here. Alright. First room. Frustrating, but easy. They're not going to deal too much damage. There's going to be a lot of E-War, but not too bad. So we need to get the loot caches popped right away. That wasn't the one I wanted to pop, but that's okay. I don't see any Webbers. Citadel, Swordsmine, Citadel. I think these elite ones do web. Not 100% certain. We'll find out. Yep, there we go. Web, 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 web. Ask and thou shalt receive. We're going to go very slowly. Lowy. .37 kilometers until we get to the actual loot cache, so might have to drop the MTU beforehand. They might be webbing the drone, so we're gonna pull that drone back in. Hopefully he makes it in before he takes any armor damage. He took a smidge. Not too bad. Oh well. I spoke too soon. Poor guy. I'm a bad drone parent. That's all I can say. The only good news is that with them webbing against the drones, I get to actually make it to the loot cache a little faster here. I mean, I may want to put down my MTU now and just say screw it. It is taking so long to get there. Let's get the other drone out. We are going to be out of capacitor here very soon. That's okay. I just want this last Weber to go down. And then we'll take out the rest of them, just in the order that they're attacking the drones. So all the ones that are highlighted in yellow here. This one back in. Gotta love the dance of the drones. As soon as they're not taking any damage, though, our actual applied DPS is going to be so much better. Let's see, who do we have in stream here? Reg? How's it going? And I guess we'll go for the Weber next. As soon as this loot gets pulled in, we will collect our MTU and then start heading towards the transfer gate. Just trying to make it more efficient because this room already
is empty. The capacitor
we're at
is
4
empty.
minutes. So no capacitor. Sad face. That's okay though. Like it really is not a big deal on this build not having capacitor. Alright, loot's in. So let's see what we got for our first room. 14.6 million. Very, very respectable. Get the afterburner back going and start heading towards the transfer gate. There we go. Okay. Easy day, right? Took a long time though for that room. We're almost at 6 minutes. That's a while. Alright, what do we have in this room? Kikomoras, so we have some enemy DPS to worry about. 2 of which are the tangling ones. Gotta take care of them. And I want to get the loot caches popped so I can get the MTU down. This is a L4, is it not? Yeah. Or T4. Yeah, it's a T4. Oh, you're saying for missions. I might do some. I looked. My alt, I can't pull L4s. I can only pull L3s. So I gotta frickin' do the faction grind to be able to pull the L4s. Because I wanted to do them on the, I just got a Vargur on them. And I can't pull them. So I'm down to do it though. If you can pull the L4s, I'll run them. Absolutely. I want to get some time out in the Vargur. Darn Kikomoras. Yeah, let me know if that's working, Reg. I just tried setting everything up. Haven't had a practical test yet. I mean, I did the exclamation point giveaway and clicked the link, but I don't know if everything is working as intended. $13 million for this room. All right. I can't yet. I need to get to 50 followers and have a minimum of an average 3 viewers. So I'm not eligible yet for any kind of monetization, even the Prime subs. So until the follower goal gets to 50, and I have 3 average viewers during a month time frame, so yeah, otherwise I'd have at least one, my own, right? Like, okay, MTU's back. Reload onto the last room. And what are we at here? So that room was much better for time. Well, that's good. Everyone helps. Let's see. I mean, I made it so that for these giveaways you get effectively, what is it, like 20 minutes worth of time of the points to put towards buying tickets for the giveaway, incentivizing people to hit the follow button. I just gotta make sure my drones don't get attacked on this one. Okay, send him out there. Reg, are you able to pull the level 4 missions, or can you only pull lower ones? That's out of range of my missiles. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe we can run 3s in my Vargur with you. I finally got the ability to utilize the T2 turrets. Such a big difference. The fit's not the greatest on my Vargur, but yeah. Doing 4s with other people brings up the faction very quickly. Yeah, but like that's a Drake, not a Marauder. So like the difference is the Marauder, you get less turret slots. You only have 4 slots for turrets on a Marauder. So unless you have the T2 ones, because you're also immobile. I mean, T2 missile launchers will help with that DPS, but it's more pronounced on the Marauder because you're limited on your turret slots. And they're basically designed around people having tier 2 turrets in that ship. It's just because it was my alt that I was able to get to that ship before having tier 2 turrets. Is all the loot in? It is. What do we got? We're going to be at about 14 minutes when we get out of this one. 38.7 million on that one right there. Very nice. From one tier 4, we're at 66 million. It's very nice. Yeah, 33%, like, especially if you're trying to just blitz missions over and over, It adds up real quick. Are you running missions right now? Gotcha. Let's see. Wait, no.
Active.
I think, where is my Vargur? Ah, gotcha. Yeah, let me swap over to the other account here.
Warp drive active.
Let me try and get this swapped over correctly.
Connecting.
You need your Twitch account details to utilize that ticket system server. You should be able to buy tickets with a command in the chat channel itself too. Let us get my... There we go. Get my alt set up for running stuff. There you go. So there's how you check your point. I think it's like exclamation point tickets. There you go. Look at you. And it updated on the screen too. Huh. It did not give you another ticket though. Alright, so let's go to game capture properties. Alright. And now we're on a Vargur. Oh, there's probably a 1 minute delay timer so people can't spam.
Warp drive active.
Alright, I gotta update the nomenclature on this so that people know we're doing missions and not not abyssals. So edit. Oh, I love setting all this up. Alright. Stream. Okay. Easy day. Alright. Got everything updated. I believe. I believe I got everything updated. Good idea. I will add that into the overlay here as soon as I find out where this mission's going on here. Actually, I probably have time to do it right now. What's up, Necro Fool? I heard a blink. I don't know what the noise was. Alright. I'm like trying to play the game. I'm trying to edit my darn stream overlay, because that is a very good advice from Reg to add in to use the commands button. So let's go with text box. Duplicate this overlay. Gotcha. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at that fixed. There we go. We have the... Nice. Thank you. Okay. So I put the exclamation point commands in to the adjacent box to the vector. So now that they are both there. See, the model is here. All right. Alright, can you guys hear me? Here in Discord?
Yeah. Sure can.
Alright. I am multitasking beyond what I normally do, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I had to mute your stream otherwise.
Yes, I understand. You can't have me talking to you in two places. It makes complete sense. I wouldn't want to hear me twice. I don't even want to hear me once. It's no fun editing my videos. You know, that uncanny valley when you listen to yourself talk? Ugh.
Oh yeah, I can't do it. I can't even finish whole sentences when that happens.
Yeah, I've gotten a little used to it because I've made like 100 and some YouTube videos, but it's still, I'll listen for like 10 seconds to make sure the audio is working, and then I mute that crap while I'm editing. Yeah, you're right, Brett. It is like talking on the 1MC. Although I never use the 1MC, I'm in the engineering, so I use the 2MC, but yeah. It's Navy stuff for you guys. The Necro Fool is my real life buddy. We joined the service together a long time ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's not often that I get to stream early enough in the day that he gets to actually like partake. And if you notice, he's in the corp with us too. He just doesn't normally get to play often. He's got like a family and responsibilities, and so
adulting you.
Yeah, well, Yeah, life stuff. It's alright. I have life stuff coming up at some point, you know. Hello, Born Crusher. Hello, Watchmaker. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be running some level 4s. Hey, Lusitania! Welcome back, buddy. I added in some stuff into the stream. Let me know what you think about it. I got a Vexer giveaway I'm gonna do next week, so people can put tickets in through this week, and then I'll pick a different ship for the following week. I'm trying to do one ship each week. I'm going to start with some beginner ships with beginner fits, and then scale up, or maybe differentiate stuff to be more specialized. But the Vexer giveaway...
If I would have known that, I would have held out for the Caldari ships.
What do you mean held out? You can. I did put a max. You can only buy 10 tickets per person, so you can't just like, I'm gonna sit here in the stream and just like buy 100 tickets when the one ship comes up that I want.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, but all the ships will come fully fitted. So the Vexer here, because it is a tier 1 cruiser, has tier 1 fittings, and it's ready to go for level 2 missions or up to tier 1 abyssals. If you put tier 2 fittings on it, it'll be good for up to tier 2 abyssals, but like that's getting risky with a Vexer. You'd want the Vexer Navy issue for that.
Alright, warping to Amatil.
Oh, he's on. I thought he was gonna...
I was trying, I don't know what happened.
Gotcha.
Warp drive
Yeah.
active.
Warping to you as well. We'll get in there. 100,000 tickets. That's a lot of tickets, man. I mean, maybe if I have a big giveaway, like maybe I'll do once a month, I'll do a big giveaway. And I'll let there be a higher amount so that people can dump their tickets that they've accumulated. You know, like maybe I'll keep the weekly ones at like the cruiser, destroyer, battle cruiser level, and then once a month do something like a battleship giveaway. Or maybe like an exhumer or something, you know. It's just a way to reward people for, you know, watching and also participating, right? Like,
Drive active.
I was talking with Lusitania, yeah, you know, I was streaming yesterday, and having people that are interacting with me on the stream, I like that, right? And I think people like that as well, because then you're getting more interaction, it's more involved. Just one way more to do that.
Yeah, it could probably be tough sitting here by yourself trying to make the content, you know, when you don't have a lot of viewer participation and interaction with them, to then cycle into more participation and more viewers. And
Exactly. It's a you know, it's a cascading thing. Like as you get more people that interact and do stuff, and then there's more for people to do while they're here in the stream. And I also will get ideas from the community, because you know, people will be like, hey, you know, this other person, they do this in their stream and I really like that, and then I can look into something like that, you know. So I'm hoping that you know, it catches on. Like I have more people in the stream right now than I had yesterday, which is nice. So by all means, like, you know, if you have the points to try and enter in for the Vexer, go ahead and enter in. See if you can win a Vexer. These frigates are getting in too close. That's sad.
yeah, I'm focusing frigates.
Okay. Yeah, I have sentry drones out right now. I mean, I can pull them in and put out light drones to deal with the frigates, but I don't have a Weber on right now, so like stuff that gets in close that's small, I'm not gonna be too good at hitting. I just got into this Vexor like this week, so still getting used to using it. I normally fly a Paladin for level 4s, so, but I'm liking the Vargur. I'm liking
I sold my paladin and got this.
it.
Of course.
You sold a Paladin. That's just it hurts me. It hurts me inside.
Sorry.
This is a good mission to have as like a starting mission for the 3 of us too. Target rich environment. Any of you guys gonna put out anything for the loot?
Yeah, I meant to ask that if anyone had any MTUs they planned on deploying. I'm not.
I mean, I'll put one out. I mean, I have a pack rat. Like, there's no sense in not having something out.
Shoot it.
All right,
Yeah, I don't have the cargo space for it in my Drake.
gotcha.
I got 450
Missiles.
meters squared, cubed.
You're like, it's
and,
all
100 of
ammo.
that. Right? I mean, actually, it is right now, to
Yeah.
be honest.
You have to run a few
It's not-
missions before you have room for loot.
Yeah, well, and it's not normally, like, I usually keep it around 2,000 missiles, but even still, like, tier 4s have a lot of loot. And
Yeah,
I'll
they
fill
do.
up and
I
still
mean,
have
the-
need for more.
the way that I deal with like the amount of loot is like I deploy the MTU and I save the location, and then I just come back with the transport.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh, you know what, Lusitania? That is probably the best tip I've gotten in weeks, because you've watched me run abyssals. I always right click and do launch for self. If I could just click and drag that baby out into open space, oh, why have I been doing this to myself?
what?
Right? See, like, thank you.
Lusitania, I'm mad about it right now.
I'm happy that I learned it. Like, it existed either way. Now I know about it. Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a game changer.
Yes, same. Right? I find little tidbits here and there, and they just, quality of life things that, because the game is so complex, I really feel that more of these quality of life, like I should just make a video of just quality of lives. But nobody would watch it because only like 50 people watch my videos, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's why, like earlier, the L shortcut for the keyboard for saving a location.
Yeah.
I'm used to having to right-click on my ship and hit save location, because I think that was all it was back in the day.
Yeah.
Control B.
Yeah, Control B also. Like, so like, there's a couple different ways that you can do the quick save of the locations. All right. My Bastion module is winding down. Let's reload.
I got about a quarter on it.
Mine's at half, so. Yeah. I should get like a Noctis or something so that I could just run salvage on these, or like a Cormorant or a Coercer. Also, when you MTU everything into a big pile of just wrecks, they can salvage so fast.
Yes, they can. I have one actually, but it kind of, I lose out on a lot of bounty if I try to run it at the same time.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Which guys
Lusitania,
know.
since you put the can in quotation marks, that the other parts of what you would want to do in the industrial command ship you can't do yet. I'm ready to move on to the next mission. Are we ready for turn-in on this one?
Yep.
Sweet. I will just warp to the station and hang out outside the station.
I am actually going
Warp drive
to
active.
warp to a dead site and kill some rats while I wait.
I don't think I'm gonna do that in the Vargur. Oh, you don't. Oh, Lusitania, you don't have like mining drone 1? Like none? I get like the compression's a long train, especially like it's coming from nothing and then going into the compression takes a long time. But even like mining drone 1s and stuff, because if you're mining by yourself, it's still faster to mine in an exhumer than it is in an industrial command ship. What are we training right now? Oh, sharpshooter 5. What is this? Ellie
I'm
Vlock?
excited at
Is
how
that the
close
name?
we're
I
getting
think?
for the home fronts.
Oh.
I love that cooperative, collaborative play. I'm anxious for that.
I think we're gonna have a lot of painful learning experiences doing that.
That's I'm down.
Where's our next mission at?
Halima.
Halima? Okay. Warp into the gate.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I think everybody that has a command ship like an Orca or a Porpoise has a second account that they use to mine on the side. That's what this account that I'm using right now was, my second account on the side for mining. And I decided, I was like, you know what? Let's get them some combat ships in so I can just have the lines of ships that I don't have on my other account. So that's how we have the Vargur here, and then on the other account we have the Paladin. Jump on through. Are you gonna be able to fleet warp us to the grid this time?
Emmett Hill.
I am looking.
Ooh, a Praxis.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Usani.
Huh?
That's Desto.
Oh. So we have to... Wait. It's a
Why not?
constellation, not a... system.
There we go.
IKO. Okay. There we go. 2 jumps, not bad.
Warp drive active.
What's the name of the mission that we're going to be running?
The Grease to Spies objective.
Barista Spies. Okay. Let's see, how far am I from being able to pull? I'm still a ways off from being able to pull 4s. I'm only at 3.7 with Space Lane on this character.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And it's what's the requirement?
5. To pull level 4 missions, you have to have 5 in the standing.
Yeah, okay.
So it'll be
I'll check mine.
a little bit. It'll be a little bit. That's okay though. All right. Jumping to
Yeah,
IKEA.
I'm actually at 4.78, so.
Ooh, you're
I'm on
close.
my 38 today. 0.38 rather.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the cusp.
Ooh, the patch notes just dropped for Path of Exiles patch coming up. It's got me excited.
Yeah, I feel like I've done this actually the opposite. I have my primary account as my combat pilot mostly, and it's kind of a catch-all account. But then I made a second account to be a hauler and industry account. And since returning, I'm like, it doesn't almost doesn't even make sense anymore.
Well, I mean, after a while, it sort of blurs together because, like, you get a lot of skills that overlap
Yeah.
after long enough time, I guess I'd say.
Well, I guess for the purposes that I was going to use it, it doesn't make sense, right? Like a combat pilot and then a hauler pilot to move all that stuff around. That could all be on the same account, but like
Yeah.
a mining pilot. Like, who was it that I was?
I'm in IKO ready for a fleet warp if you're able.
Was it
Hey, there we go.
Monty
All right.
or
Getting
or
somewhere.
Amatil? Was it you? No, yeah, it was Amatil. I was running with Amatil, and he was in were we in an Orca?
What, mining the other day? Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Man, like you're not really mining much faster than I am in my procurer."
Yeah,
I was mining slower. Normally I have like 3 other people accounts behind me.
yeah. Procure is faster at mining than an Orca.
Yeah. It's the alts that make the money.
Yep. You give the boost in the
Right.
compression from the main, and then the alts can.
Yep.
And the storage.
Well, yeah, and the compression's the big one for the storage, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it allows you
Well, I
to
guess
use procurers and hulks. Because otherwise, they're just too frustrating to use.
Yeah.
I like how we're all twist turning around at the exact same time. But bro, can I bring my Drake? Alright, let's see what we get when we
Yeah,
land on
I
grid here.
just hit the Iskies to pull a battleship. So now I need to buy it and go fit it.
Gotcha. What are you gonna fly?
The Navy Scorpion.
Okay.
Likely. If not Rattlesnake.
The Rattlesnake's a thick ship.
Yeah.
Did you see Vader's fit for his?
No, I haven't seen this fit yet.
When I look at it, because I have the Nirvana set implants, I have like 425,000 EHP. It is just absurd.
Yeah, I watch Robert and his, and he's like, I just get bored.
I mean, there is that, like, but I mean that's no different like in my Paladin, like, because I've had time to do like, I have abyssal fittings and like I've really honed it in. Like I'm up to almost 2,700 DPS in my Paladin. It chews through level 4s. Like stuff just disappears.
Nice.
Like I have so much more room to grow in this Vargur. Get better at DPS and tankiness, because he doesn't have a whole lot of tankiness right now, which
Oh, I am.
also helped if I turned on my modules.
Yeah.
Nobody in my
I just
chat told
realized
me.
that
They're just watching me be a doofus, which is fair.
yeah, I'm at a third of my shields now because I didn't have either of my hardeners running.
I also didn't have my hardeners running or my tracking. All I had was my bastion on, which I now have
Well, I mean,
queued to turn off because we're done, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alrighty, back to St. Casson. Alright. Easy day.
Warp drive
Oh,
active.
oh. You know,
I didn't bump you, right?
no. I almost left behind my frickin' tier 2 sentry
Warp
drones
drive
because
active.
I'm a bad drone parent. I abandon them, I watch them die, I leave them behind. And yet I love using drones when I'm doing abyssals. It's like I'm a bad drone parent, but hey, let's take drones.
hey, I thank God for that, like, recall all drones button.
Shift R?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm a lazy pilot. If I can't mouse it, I'm not doing it.
Shift R is a blessing.
Yeah, I think there
What?
was.
Got
I
turned
think the
into
hotkey
spike
last
with
I
magic.
played. I think the hotkey existed, but the button on the little thing didn't. And I hadn't ever trained that skill to for that hotkey as my knee-jerk reaction.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
left behind so many. I donated so many drones to Wild Dead Eve space.
So we got a 3 billion or 3 million, sorry. Bounty hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just use F. What's Control F?
I think Control F is D target, untarget? No. Yeah, what is Control F?
Yeah, what's Lusitania? What's Control F? Like, cause Shift R is pull everything back. Just F is all drones attack target. What's Control F?
Warp drive active.
Oh, it's deploy drones. Okay, I think that goes with the first ones you have in your base. So like, I have mine right now. Oh, I just messed that up.
That's Shift F for me.
Is it? Like, I have mine in different folders, and I think it just pulls from the first thing. Yeah, if you just have one type, but so like for the Gila in the abyssals, yeah.
Man, I might start doing that.
Learning all sorts of stuff.
Yep. Every day.
All right.
Every day is an opportunity to
Warp
learn
drive
something new.
active.
Yeah. And learn I do, because this game never ceases to provide new information for me to learn.
A lot more to relearn.
How did you do that, Lusitania? Did you only have 4 mining and 1 combat in the drone bay, or was that in like your first folder? Like, did you have just your first tab on the drones in bay?
or if it's like a custom folder that he just dropped those drones in.
Yeah.
me.
I like money.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Are we going to Wyra?
Is that
Yep.
where it is? Wyra? Alright.
Yeah, that's the next one.
Oh, that's right.
Drive active.
That is strange. Huh. Don't know how he set that up. I'd love to learn though. Oh hey, by the way, Reg, right now, you are set to win that Vexer because nobody else has bought tickets. You didn't even need to buy 2.
Well, you know.
I don't think people like everybody in the chat like it's free to get the tickets. Like it's not money. It's like it doesn't cost money to buy the tickets. It's just every like 10 minutes of view time or something like that you can buy a ticket.
Yeah. So and it's the tickets.
Necropool, all you have to do is you can type exclamation point commands, and then I believe it's like you'd have to scroll up. I think it's exclamation point enter.
Warp drive active.
Exclamation point points tells you how many points you have. Exclamation point enter buys a ticket.
I believe it's 15 points for a ticket,
I warped just in the wrong place. If you guys got that.
and you can also type in exclamation point points to see. Is it points?
Yeah, just in Twitch. You just type it in the same thing that you're typing in right now, Necropool. Yeah, see? Here you go. Reg has 25 gold. He's ranked 2 of 9 on the leaderboard. There you go. See? What is this person talking to
Warp
us?
drive active.
What did you warp us to?
Yeah, I said I warped just to the wrong place.
Okay. There you go. There we go. Now we have more people in. Reg is like, I don't like this. I have competition. Bought another ticket.
Hey, don't know me like that.
For everybody's information, when I do the drawing, I'm going to do it next Thursday. Nice, Necrophil. If you've won and you're not in the stream, I will wait a week to hopefully see you in stream so that I can get whatever character name I need to contract over the ship to. You can make an alt if you don't want me to know who it is. It's fine. Just I have to contract it over to somebody. Oh, we're at the pleasure hub? I mean, I knew the hub was pleasure, but...
Ow.
Ow. Ow.
Oh, hold on. Oh, it's the Shift F.
Oh, he's trying the drones.
Tiny stuff's dead now.
This is the one where... Don't you have to blow up one of the slave pens down there, I think?
Yeah, to
And,
rescue
like,
the damsel.
Rescue the damsel who's been sold into, like, prostitution slavery, I guess.
The Princess Leia of the Eve universe.
We need like a Worlds Collide or a Garista's Extravaganza. I didn't turn on my hardeners again. Lord. Is that all for enemies? I know
think
we
so.
have to take out these slave pens. Where are those at?
Gotta
Mission
take out the pleasure garden.
Pleasure Garden?
Yep.
Okay.
There's actually 2 of them.
I see Kroll's slave pens. There they are. I see them. Nailed it.
Oh,
Oh, there's more.
we got company.
Oh, well, in that case. I have a
Take out
feeling
the
when we
sniper
get the other one below or in the armor, it'll also do the same thing. They don't really like it when you're messing with their slave fence and stuff, huh? Is this guy trying to web me while I have a Bastion module on? Really?
That spider drone says, so you don't move.
Yeah. I know you can't move, but just to be sure.
Just to drive home the point.
Yeah. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna be able to hit these freaking frigates at these ranges.
Yeah, no worries. I am on them.
I got my light drones out, so. And 1 sentry drone, because I hit the Shift F key, and yeah, it put out 4 of one type and 1 of the other. I don't know why. This is fine.
Well, I am just targeting all of the wrong things.
Is that because everything's dying?
No, it's because I'm misclicking, so I accidentally targeted a wreck. So I'm like, nah, screw it, I'll go ahead and tractor beam it then. Then I targeted a coupling. It might be because everything is dying. Who's to say?
Oh, my stuff already went automatically onto the pleasure gardens. Oh no.
Oh, I lost all my drones.
Yeah, same.
Same. That was
We're
instant.
not happy
Yeah.
about our drones.
That's a good idea, Lusitania. I just lost my drones because the pleasure gardens, they go boom boom like that. That's bright.
Automatically put her into my cargo hold.
Oh, so we are done here.
Yep.
Roger that. Turned off Bastion. Gotta wait. That is the only downside to running a Marauder, is the darn Bastion module. Never ideal being immobile. You're gonna get that turned in before I even get out of this system. Oh, baby, 3.74 now on Space Lane Patrol.
Warp drive active.
There's some food in my fridge that my missus left for me, and I've never had it before, so I'm nervous.
Uh-oh, what is it?
Chimaki? I don't know if it's chimaki or shimaki. It's a leaf-wrapped rice with pork and egg
Stargate
inside.
denies you permission to jump at the moment.
Oh, I've had that. That's good.
Oh. So, I don't know where she got it from, but
That does not look anything like my Google results.
oh, what for shimaki?
Yeah.
Japanese rice dumpling, terrifically served. Yeah. Yep. I mean, it looks sort of like what is in my fridge when I'm looking it up. I don't know.
The next mission is in the same spot you guys are in, if you're still there.
Wyra?
Yep.
Ah, man. I gotta burn back towards the gate.
Oh, you're sorry.
No, I mean, it's fine. I'm slow, but I'm not, like, that slow. Well, mentally maybe, but the ship can move. Any of you guys play
The
Path of
strangest
Exile?
food Oh, Shraku.
Sorry.
You're not.
Path of Exile.
That's a
I've
no.
played it a little bit. It just doesn't scratch the itch.
Gotcha. I really like it. And they have a expansion in 7 days. I'm excited for. So then I'm gonna have to divvy up my time between Eve and PoE.
My other guilty pleasure aside from Eve is War Thunder.
Yeah, there's a couple people in the corp that play War Thunder. I play World of Warships, but
I alpha'd World of Warships. Actually created a name for myself. People would show me in a join a match and see me in a carrier, and they would be like, "Region, please kill me last."
heh,
They were pretty broken.
Warp drive active.
I like playing as the carrier. I'm not the best with the dive bombers, but you know, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna remember my modules this time. Doing it right now.
That's
Forgot to
that's a
reload.
good idea.
Yeah.
I'm not remembering my modules because you said anything.
I think part of it is because I'm not warping myself, because that was like my habit. Like I would hit warp and then I would turn on my modules as I was like warping.
Muscle memory.
Yeah, muscle memory.
Warp drive active.
But I mean, why drive when you can be driven? Welcome to the stream, Thud King. Had a lot more people coming to the stream today. I'm very excited about the fact that more people are showing up and seeing the stream. Oh my gosh, my fat ship decided
Giving away free
to.
stuff.
It's going good, Thud. It's going good. I'm working on my faction for Space Lane Patrol right now because I can't pull 4s, but luckily a corp mate here is pulling the level 4s so that we can run them and work on the faction. Well, it's nice to be warping in and see my bounty counter going up. Thud, do you play Eve or do you just watch? To change out
Or
for
read.
What was that?
Or read.
Well, okay, yes, but if you're play Eve and PoE, oh, nice. Are you excited for the expansion in a week? I have like 2 monitors, and I feel like I need 4 right now. Because like I have to look off to my right to see any of the chat that's going in Twitch chat. Okay, yeah, I played PoE 2 when it first came out, and then I put it down, and I'm waiting until it gets more refined before I pick it back up. Also, like I play minion and totem builds a lot of the time, and they didn't have any totem builds yet when I started it, so I was disheartened. I'm guessing we have to go through this acceleration gate,
Yeah.
which happens to be 62 kilometers away.
Yeah, in hindsight, maybe I should have been
And I'm in.
flying towards that.
Burning the whole time towards it, yeah. When there's 3 of us. Huntress Lightning Spear? Okay. I'm gonna play, oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. Ruthless. Yeah, I'm gonna play Ruthless solo self-found. I think I'm gonna try Power Siphon of Archmage with Ballista Totems for like my league start. I don't know if you've messed around with Ruthless at all, but the name is pretty apt. I'm getting messages from my buddy. My buddy just came back from being at sea, and he wants me to come out drinking tonight. What do you fly in Eve, Thud?
Come on, Caldari. Come on, Caldari.
Yeah. Look, I have some Caldari ships. Yes. Yeah, Brett, we still have curfew. So, you're allowed to be out all night, no matter what, but you cannot be in a drinking establishment between 01 and 05. Dreads and caps right now. I literally just skill extracted my dreads from my main to get this alt the Vargur. Do you live out in low sec or null sec or wormhole? I don't know, Brett. I don't know if Okinawa has that right now. Usually our liberty policies the last like pandemic, gotcha. Like our liberty policies haven't been the same, like between Oki and here. They've been separated out.
So I'm unfamiliar with horde space. What does that mean?
Pandemic Horde, so the mega alliance that owns a huge portion of nullsec.
The war just started. I think this was the first week.
So I don't know where their space is, because I just stay out of nullsec, so it doesn't really matter too much to me. But I know they encompass a huge portion and they have a lot of pull in the game. And when Pandemic Horde and others war, prices in Gila shoot up, and it's great for miners and it's terrible for newbies. Oh, there's another freaking warp gate.
What's the impact for newbies? Oh, good call out. I'll start flying that way.
Well, the impact for newbies is like right now,
Expensive, right?
prices are going up on everything. So it's harder for them to get their first ship. It's harder for them to replace stuff. So that it makes it more difficult in that sense for newbies. For people that are mining, it's great. Yeah, I do the same thing. That I do a lot of everything except I don't do PvP. Not this guy. When I'm playing against a computer where I can analyze what it's going to do, I can plan for things and I can execute. People are unexpected, and I just die. so I stopped doing that.
Ah, I find that very interesting because I'm the same way, but in reverse. I like playing against people because they're unexpected, whereas a computer becomes a dance.
Oh wow, holy cow. Wow, Mystic Dark Angel, thank you. Wow. Um, 25. Woo! What were you guys doing over on your channel? Holy cow. Woo! As we are flying towards this gate, at least I'm gonna have a second to like saying hello. Ah, talking about the Null War. All right. The Thud King would be the one being able to like provide input on that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say what an interesting transition.
Right? Exactly. Because the only thing I have to do with the Null War is I'm going to be providing like minerals and ammo and faction ammo and stuff. But I'm not going out there to do that. Like I'm a care bear at heart. I do abyssals, I do combat sites and missions, and mining. I love watching the videos though of those big PvP battles. Gosh, it's right about now that I realized I didn't have my afterburner burning that whole time we were burning towards the gate.
On the first one?
Not on this one. I think
Oh.
when we started burning towards the gate, I turned it off. The Isktar. Okay.
Admittedly, I was casually making my way there.
The Ishtar is the only tier 2 cruiser I can fly. It's the Ishtar. This tune here, I fly an Arezu or an Ishtar or a Vargur. So I was using the Ishtar back when I was out in Nullsec to run combat sites actually. Just using sentry drones and then orbit around them at like 100 kilometers and just everything dies while it tries to get to you. And then if somebody tries to mess with you, the Ishtar can just get away really quickly. Yeah, the drone Dami, like, it's super efficient. It's that same kind of playing style, but it moves so slow. It's so thick. There you go. They see your Kronos, Amato.
What happened?
Oh, you're getting the shout out from one of the guys in Twitch chat about how he loves the Kronos.
Oh, thank you.
This is all right. About to go to this is the last pocket of this site, right?
Warp drive active.
Yeah, Rattlesnake is super thick, super chunky, gets it done. I mean, I might try out a Rattlesnake because I've been working on my missile skills on my my main account because I was a Mar, so like I always had lasers and not missiles. I regret never taking the time to get into the missile skills. Reg, you are a scholar and a gentleman for that. Alright, let's get going on all of these little ships. I think there's more spawns in this pocket, yeah?
Yeah, and I have to fly around this asteroid, I think, to get the final target.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep popping enemies. I'll put out my sentry drones just to add a little bit. They're not gonna add much on these, they die so fast. I thought more was gonna spawn in.
So did I. Maybe when I go try to get him, they might. Never mind. That was it.
Do you already get the completion?
Yep.
Nice. All right. Easy enough. I'm gonna. Luckily, my bastion's about to finish up, so I can go grab the MTU that I put down in Sandcastle. Thank you for you guys that are showing up, hanging out from the raid. Thank you, like, a million times to Mr. Inferno here. Like, it's Mystic, Dark Angel, Mr. Inferno, you guys coming over. It's very nice.
The Inferno Horde.
Better than the Pandemic Horde.
Active.
No offense, Thud. Do they still have like tons of individual requirements for members? Like, that's one of the things that turned me off from a lot of those corps is you have like participation requirements for PvP, and like it just rubs me the wrong way because like
Yeah, you
I
have
like-
to be in a certain amount of fleets per week, and then you also they do some background checks and stuff.
yeah, like because yeah, easy to get into, but like do they have no requirements like going forward though? Like, do you have to do a certain amount of like show up for, you know, fleet night or show up for mining missions or what have you? Okay, so they have like basically tiered membership.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I know the nullsec corp that I was in, like, was a small corp that just basically had two little systems like in a cul-de-sac in an area, and we were pretty much left to our own devices out there, which was great and terrible at the same time because when people came in and did like blops, nobody came to help us, and we would just get wrecked because we only had like 3 or 4 people online, and then, you know, 5 Black Op battleships come in and they just wreck you. Alright. Our lovely little MTU here. See how well it did. Yeah, 6.6 million in loot. I mean, yes, it is absolutely dangerous wherever you go in nullsec, but like, there was areas of that alliance that we were in that were safer. Thank you for the follow. We're almost at my 25 follower goal here, and then I'll have to update it. And I don't know, am I gonna go for the full 50 or am I gonna cut that in half and like, put it somewhere more reasonable? Vono, do you play Eve? Do you play PoE? Make high sec great again.
Docking permission requested.
Yes. We need that on a hat. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Docking request
streaming
accepted.
both
Docking
Eve
permission
and
requested.
PoE, especially next week once the update hits for PoE. I play Ruthless, so it's I think I'm just addicted to, you know, being mean to myself in that game. Need to get rid of all of this junk I just picked up from my MTU. There we go. Alright. Sandcastle's the next one, you say?
Yep.
I am undocking right now. Are you insinuating that the Freeport freaking stuff is just a way to scam new bros? I'm ready for fleet warp.
Same.
We are warping to you, and then we'll warp to objective.
Okay. Yeah, these freelance
And
jobs.
by we, he means he.
What's that?
I'm picking on Amatil. I said, and by we, he means he is warping to you and leaving me behind.
Oh,
Oh shit, my bad.
that thud. I cannot agree more with that. The corp makes a new person's experience in the game. I'd like to think I'm doing an okay job with my corp. I guess you could ask the 2 people that are in the corp that are in the Twitch chat, but I started filling out this corp about like a month ago. I started recruiting people, so it's just a high sec corp, no requirements, and just chill, do what you want to do, and it's going good so far. I got a lot of people that get along really well and just organically do stuff together.
Warp drive active.
So I will say, for those of us who were around back then and recall, my first high-sec corp was Missions, Mining, and Mayhem.
Okay.
I actually helped found that corp. And then promptly quit because of that learning curve.
Yeah, the learning curve is steep, and I agree with Vono there. The community that you're playing with is the reason that people stay, right? Because like I'm running missions, I'm mining, I'm doing abyssals. There's nothing else I can really accomplish here in... Wait, did you get unstable anomaly?
Wait, no, we're at Attack of the Drones.
Oh, okay. Phew. I was worried there for a second.
There they are.
Okay.
Those don't look like drones.
I mean, they're just thick
Those are
drones,
big
that's
drones.
all. I mean, I'm glad that your like experience that you're having with the corp is good, and that whatever like sector of pandemic horde that you're in is, you know, good. Because I'm sure that there's places within something so large that have the right attitude and have the right setup for people. Oh my gosh. I just know that nullsec is not for my Care Bear heart. I tried it, and I'm gonna say I failed at it. I might need to change out for my short range ammo here. Actually, there's enough targets to warrant it. Hey, I've got 1 light drone left because of that pleasure hub.
I got 3.
Nice.
I am running exactly none.
Nice. So the frigates, by the way,
Yeah, I'm trying to...
yeah, that's all right. We'll get them.
They're all up on us.
I threw out the rest of my lights and some mediums.
Yeah, I understand that, Bono. Like, also, just getting interrupted all the time. There, the money isn't worth the hassle. It's not. Like, at least for me. I understand that, like, I like a slower pace, right? And that's not for everybody, right? So, when I want quick pace stuff, I do abyssals. Right, yeah, the money alone is not worth it. But for people that enjoy the excitement of, like, at any moment you could be in a big battle with people, that's exciting, right? Like, and if that's what they want, that's what they enjoy, that's the place to do it. Yeah, yeah. There's pros and cons, as with everything. I like how we're all targeting a different one of the battleships. I know which one the Drake was on.
Hey, hey.
This is fine. Yeah, that is good advice. Have one person, have 3 tunes on your account, one in high sec, one faction warfare, and one null. It's not a bad philosophy.
Seems like a lot of work, though.
I mean, it is, but like, you don't have to do all 3, but having the ability to do them is a good thing.
That sounds expensive.
Well, it's only as expensive as you make it. You can do faction warfare in a frickin' tier 1 frigate.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, all you have to do is go capture sites, and if you're diligent, you can find ones that are empty.
I don't know the first thing about faction warfare.
Yeah, Vono has a good point. You can do fleets and T1 frigates as well. Like, it doesn't matter if they've got a T2 cruiser if you show up with 8 T1 frigates. You're just going to shut him down and kill him. And it's going to be so depressing for him.
Warp drive active.
No, it's like the only time that I've done faction warfare, I was just using throwaway ships like Punishers and just putting a bunch of like no active tank, just like armor plates and resist and then DPS. And you just be fast, go in, see if there's nobody else on grid, get the capture point. If somebody else shows up, fight until your death and move on. Yeah, I have a carrier that I could use, and I just won't, because I'd have to be out where I don't want to be flying. I was wondering if it was going to be good streaming at this time of day, because it's a little earlier than I normally get to stream. It's like 3 hours before I would normally get to, but this has turned out really well. I had a lot of people, a lot of interaction. I like it. What dread do you pilot? You're only 3 of 46? Up. Oh, there he goes again. A revelation? Okay. I mean, no matter where you're playing in the game, if you're doing trading, you can always make more trading than you ever can doing anything else. Right? Like, the volume of stuff being bought and sold, if you make the right decisions, you make way more than anybody out doing ratting or, missions, or even, ganking people with high value cargo. Like, trading is always the highest profit possibility, but if you get the market wrong, you lose. Bane.
Yeah, Amatil, I'm good. I was just breaking the message up so I know when your newest message is for our system.
Same system.
Oh, Sank.
Yep, Roger.
Nice. We're both. Well, I'm at the station.
I'm at the Wire Gate, in case.
Warp 10 me. I'm at the station with you.
Yeah, I mean, the buy and sell, like, especially when, like, right now with there's wars going on, the prices, you could be really screwed over, or you could be making a lot, depending on which end of the equation you're on right now. Hey, welcome Fire Smoke. You, faction destroyers, nice. Fire Smoke, you play Eve, do you play PoE? Those faction destroyers, like, I bet a lot of people are using them for faction warfare, so they're cheap enough that they're not throwaway, but you're not too worried about losing them. Hey look, my modules are still going from the last fight. Oh, gotcha. Remember, you never quit Eve, you just take breaks.
Facts. Yeah, Fire Smoke, I started off the same way and then ended up somehow in NASA's corp.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to be good at the game, right? There's so many things in this game that I am not good at. Like I've said, PvP, I am not good at. And PvE, I've done enough that I wouldn't say that I'm good at it. It's just I know what to do because of muscle memory, repetition.
Warp drive active.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say, good is all relative, isn't it?
it is relative, yeah. 1,435 destroyers dead this week. All faction destroyers? Is that like one specific ship? Like, is that like, you're like one specific ship or just all the faction destroyers? Because that's nuts. Jeez. And alpha is viable for everything except mining. I will say, if you want to be a miner, alpha's not a thing. But everything else, absolutely. Thrasher fleet issues. I might start building or doing some Keldari fleet issue ships because all these missions are space lane patrol. So.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, you know, there's space lane patrol. That's where we are.
I know, but Keldari makes me happy.
I know. You're a Keldari fanboy. Or just add a ship in between the Venture and the barges. Right? Like, maybe instead of having a barge with a strip miner, you add a Venture, but it's a destroyer size and it can have 4 mining lasers and a slightly bigger hold. Right? It can't have strip miners, but it's a little bit better. Right? Yeah, ORE destroyer. It's the mid ground, you know? Where, you know, with a barge like a retriever, you're still earning, we'll say, 50% more than that destroyer, so you want to incentivize people to getting the Omega. I don't know. These are ways out to reach out and touch. I mean, you're not wrong, Fire Smoke. Like, you can run a, what is it, an Apocalypse? Is that it? Or is it? I think that's what it is. Yeah, Apocalypse. Tons of turrets on that thing. And if you have a fleet with compression, having a battleship with a ton of turrets works. You can also just use like any ship with a bunch of turrets if you have compression. But it's not viable if you're by yourself, just because there's no hold capabilities. Mining Talos. Gosh, these guys are so far away. They need to come in, get closer.
Yeah.
Just come say hello.
Yeah, so talking about mining Telos, I heard just today the concept of, what was it, mining Korax?
I mean, anything with a bunch of turret slots, Cormorant, we were talking about how it was great for salvaging earlier. You could throw a bunch of miners on it, and if you have compression, I guess if you want to sit there and keep spamming the compress button. Defeats the relaxed nature and feel of mining though. Like one of the things I like a lot about mining is when I just want to be able to chill and not have to pay 100% attention. I can fold laundry or do stuff while still earning something and still interacting with people. Yeah, chill and watch Eve streamers, that too. Right, like
Work.
or yeah, I can't work from home, but yes, if I could. God, I wish I could work from home.
It's overhyped.
Yeah, but I can never in my life, I will never be able to do it. So it's like, because I can't, it's something I want.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, I get that, it's not the best thing in the world, but it beats driving through traffic and freaking dealing with some of that other stuff. Which, it's not bad for me right now. I only live like 10 minutes from where I work, so that isn't too bad. Yeah.
I live in Atlanta, Georgia, so like anything is 30 minutes away if it's not in your neighborhood.
I mean, I'm just south of Tokyo, so but yeah, Bono, like I haven't had a long commute in a very long time. I have specifically moved to places where my commute is short, and like I've had very subpar living conditions so that I didn't have the long commute. Like right now I'm in a 680 square foot apartment, but my commute's 10 minutes, so I'm perfectly fine with that trade-off. I would not want to do 3 hours of commuting a day. My fiance does 3 hours of commuting every day because she goes up into the middle of Tokyo to work every day, and I don't know how she does it.
Yeah, so Vono, that's coming from someone who actually was commuting for 2 hours a day. So my commute used to be 2 hours, and then in that same job, I started working from home. What gets overlooked is the mental aspect of it, because you're not leaving the house, because you're not walking to the car or anything. Mentally, you have to force yourself to get that activity that you would normally be getting naturally. It pushes you. It actually leads into a concept I have that oh, who was that? The law of motion.
Conservation.
Newton's law of motion applying to the human body. Right, so a human body that stays active wants to remain active, and a human body that gets, lazy and stagnant wants to stay lazy and stagnant. Working from home promotes that stagnation, and mentally you have to do something to fight that.
I can
It can be challenging.
definitely see that. Like it's you become accustomed to the amount of activity that you do or don't do, and that's just removing some of your activity. So
Yeah, exactly.
if you don't make a concerted effort to do stuff.
Laughing at Necrofool. Yeah, I've heard of some people do that.
Yeah, are your projects around the house actually telling you to do something? I have a feeling that's what it is. She can't hear me right now, can she? I don't want to get you in trouble, buddy. Okay, good. Oh, God. Oh, we were like talking on the phone the other day, and I was like, can she hear? Like, is it safe? Blink twice if you're okay. Oh, God. This room has a good amount of enemies. What's the name of this mission?
It is the assault.
Assault. Take it easy, Vono. Thank you. Wait, you were out mowing the grass and people were trying to contact you at work? I feel like that's not sidetracked. That's just straight up not doing work. Oh, gosh. Oh, Lord. Ooh, an 8 million bounty hit. For being in a group of 3, that's nice.
Yeah. I'm with Neko. I like to call it misplaced focus. Misdirected focus.
Had to beat the rain. And you're like, well, my grass is 1 3/8 inches. It needs to be under 1 1/4 inches. I need to get out there before it rains. I haven't had to mow grass in like 10 years. This was a good room. I'm hoping that this little MTU is gonna bring in some good stuffs, because there's a lot of wrecks.
A lot of big wrecks too.
Yeah. The battleship ones can definitely have better loot. Make sure I save the location, because there's been plenty of times where I've had to scan down my own darn MTU. Is this one all done?
Yep, that's it.
Sweet. Turning off Bastion. If we get lucky and we have Sandcastle again, that would be amazing. Alright. Wonder what my faction, how many more runs I'm gonna have to do to get up to 5. I'm up to 3.93. So it's actually going up at a decent rate here.
Oh,
What?
You reach it?
No.
hey, let me go pick up my first T4.
Oh, there you go.
L4.
There we go. Now we can pull 2 at a time.
Warp drive active.
I'm warping to the
Start
station. I'll
chaining
just
them.
hang outside the station.
Although I'm curious, it looks like it may have been specifically with. Oh no, okay, never mind. I was
What?
thinking it was with that specific contact, but no. The UI was a little slow to load the other agents.
Next one for me is Awera.
Oh, look at that. I have 0 gold, but I'm rank 1 in my own channel. I don't know how that works.
Huh. Effective standing 5.3, but saying I do not have the required standings.
It's saying you don't have the required standings.
Yeah.
And that Space Lane Patrol is over 5, yeah?
Yep, Space Lane Patrol is at 5.05, and my contact rep is 5.28 even.
Why don't you try,
The agent finder, see if there's one.
or turning it off and turning it back on. Log off, log in. It's the best,
Be right back.
the best one always.
Yeah, the tried and true.
Yep. There's no better troubleshooting in the world than just, well, have you tried turning it off and back on again? Maybe I should actually like get connections and those kind of things on this guy. I might
And then
actually.
pull one from the IT crowd. How many times have you tried turning it off and turning it back on?
Oh, I gotta get 3 more points in social. Ah, crap. If I'm gonna be running missions on this guy, I need to get these anyways. $40 gold, rank 3, 4 gold. Yeah, I need to get the security connections though, definitely. Yeah, right. Always turn it off and on. Did you grab a new mission, a medal?
I did.
Where's it at? Wyra?
Lyra.
Okay. I'm just a doofus because I don't look to the bottom left of the screen.
It's all good.
Yeah. Well.
I was waiting on him to come back.
Active.
Well, I mean, we can warp to Wyra and start going because he'll be able to pull a mission and then we can warp to wherever his is next.
True.
Yeah, you guys don't need to wait on me.
That's the benefit of being able to pull multiple missions and having enough people that like we we can apply the DPS with any 2 of us there. You don't need the 3rd person, so one person can go back and get a new mission and then come back out. Just hopefully you don't get like the anomaly. I really dislike that mission set.
Which one is that?
That's the one where you gotta pick up the scientist, put them on the orca, but it's over like 4 different freaking things where you like run over here,
Yeah, I hate
grab them, run through this cloud of thing that deals damage. Welcome back. Alright, I am ready for fleet warp. Reg is back.
Hey, there we go.
Bueno, did
Also
turning it
in
off and
Wyra.
turning it on work? See? Everything
Yep.
everything works out perfectly. Now we just gotta get you back in the fleet.
Oh, yep. Fleet advert's up, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's funny because like I multi-stream this to Twitch and to YouTube, right? And
Drive active.
Twitch, we've got a bunch of people streaming, lots of talking going on. YouTube, nothing, not a thing. But when I do like the tier 4 abyssal runs, YouTube has more people than Twitch does. It's interesting how that works out. I may just go to only doing it on Twitch and then just exporting the video to YouTube. I don't know. Still trying to figure everything out. Did you already land on grid and warp through? Oh, no. Okay. I was gonna like, dang. All right.
Wider turn.
Yeah.
Active.
All right, everybody in chat. So I have the Vexor giveaway right now. I want recommendations for what I can do as the next giveaway. Has to be total fit under 50 million. And I want it usable by people like with a tier 1 fit, right? I don't want it locked behind Omega. I want it alpha flyable with a tier 1 fit. A new car! Unless that follower number and subscriber number adds a lot of zeros behind it, we're not giving away new cars. I'm not saying no, I'm just saying not right now.
And what he really wants is Korax recommendations. That's what he meant to say.
So put it in the chat that you want a Korax. It's a viable option, 100%. Oh, hey, look at that. We have a recommendation for Korax. Amazing.
Oh, I arrived just in time, you guys.
Like,
Frigates all up on y'all.
Yeah, I know. The little fellers. I don't fly a Korax ever, but I am definitely not above. Lusitania is right. Any ship is a brand new space car. Even a shuttle. I mean, the diplomatic shuttle.
Oh. I think I actually sold it. I had a blueprint for
auto-targeting light missiles. With an auto-targeting system too, are we going like completely just you warp to the area and like the ship does its thing? All you have to do is turn on the little the missile thing and the targeting thing and you're done?
maybe a couple hardeners and
lazy man's operations. I'm not opposed to it. I do like my Gila is fit out for being a passive tank because I'm lazy. Right? You just target, drones attack, orbit something, and then the enemies die. Jackdaw? Okay. I mean, the Jackdaw has a lot more output for DPS.
Drive active.
Let's see if we can beat each other up trying to get aligned. You're like, you almost went and put my little fin in between your two prongs. Exotic dancers. We actually, listen, we're not going to talk about what we did to them like 2 missions ago, okay? Let's just say that people weren't happy. It's okay though. It'll be fine. See if I can actually hit these things that are only frickin' 3,000 kilometers away if I put tracking speed on. You threw them out 4 MTUs. Are you saying they suck up everything? Maybe. That's why I have no drones left in my ship right now. I paid the price it cost me. And they weren't the cheap drones either, they're faction ones. It was worth it. After seeing the P. Diddy trial, it's worth it. You need to stop those people before they get going. Have you guys been paying attention to that freaking crazy P. Diddy crap?
I have not been. I've been interested, but just haven't been following it.
It is like absurd, right? Like absurd. The amount of power he had over other human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is wild. And the fact that like other people were sitting there like having to listen to it in court, like his family, like ugh. Like
Hello, Vader.
What's up, Vader? You're on mute if you didn't know.
Warp drive active.
He just wants to chill. He's gonna listen to us, creep on us. Yeah. It's Discord, yeah. My Discord, yeah. All right.
Why me?
Well, you see, you're in a dream. I don't know
That's
if
fair.
anybody explained this to you, but they've got a bit of a reputation, shall we say.
Yeah.
We are always sneaking in. There we go. I'm gonna try and take care of these little guys before they get close enough to be just annoying.
Yeah. It seems like you were doing a damn good job.
Well,
Like,
I
I
mean,
don't want to waste the missiles.
when they're that far away, it's not an issue. It's when they get within, like, say, 20 kilometers. Raid the VC. You can't all raid my VC. You could try. We're not in the hangout channel of my Discord. You wouldn't be able to get into where we're at right now. Zerg rush it.
Just gonna brute force the server.
I didn't think things through about if people actually started watching me. Oh, jeez. Alright. Is that, finito?
Mission complete.
Adrenal gland? So, what you're saying is, you're not Shin. And if you get that reference, you've watched a lot of StarCraft 2 matches.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot you play StarCraft 2.
Yes, I do. And he just mentioned adrenal gland biting noises, which is the 50% attack speed upgrade for Zerglings. And there's a professional player, Shin, who always forgets to get the upgrade. Always. Every time. I watch.
Do you,
Go ahead.
good.
Waiting for you.
I think you were about to say what I was gonna ask.
Who do I watch?
Yeah.
Winter StarCraft.
Yeah, Winter.
Yeah, I like his casting style. He's a bit eccentric at times, but I like it. I've tried watching some other casters, and meh.
Pig and who's the guy that has that? Like he makes a lot of cheese.
Roddy?
Oh, No.
The Protoss guy?
Nope. He's not Protoss. He does a little bit of everything, honestly. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, it's not you, Termal. Reg, did you warp to your site?
But yeah. Yep, you have to warp me. Since I can't warp us.
Well, I mean, you could have asked for the permissions to warp us.
I had moved you up to warp us, but then you warped off.
Oh, yeah.
Bronze League heroes? Oh, baby. I'm wondering if I'm in any of those Bronze League heroes back in the day, honestly. Oh, man. I almost was going to cast StarCraft. Because I've cast RTSs before, right? If you look at my YouTube channel, I've got like 80 videos casting Beyond All Reason. But StarCraft, it's difficult to cast because you have to watch a game all the way through to see if it's worth freaking casting. And then I don't know how Winter does it, like not giving away what happens in the match because he already knows what happens, except for the big tournaments. Because if he's picking just a random match between, like Dark and Maru, he's got to make sure that it's a good match to actually cast. Angry coach, yeah. It's funny the decisions people make from somebody that, like I am not good at StarCraft 2. I think the highest I've ever made it was, like, gold or diamond or platinum or something like that. Like, that's it. Oh, it was you, Termal? Okay.
Yeah. Winter, Pig, and Euthermal.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I like you, Termal. I don't watch his stuff as often as I watch Winter's, though. Do we have to destroy this headquarters, or are we done with this mission?
I believe so. Destroy the headquarters,
okay,
as well as the Guardian Zor.
Yeah, I mean, if he's farming out that responsibility to somebody else. Okay, have a good night, Brett. Space Marine is... I don't think he's from Spain. I think he's from Mexico. And he's older. He's like my age. God, it's so bad sounding saying that he's older and he's my age. That's alright.
Drive active.
Yeah, gosh, I would love to stream StarCraft 2 just to watch people make fun of me, but it'd be bad. Reliving high school? Yo, I don't want to go back to the 90s, okay? We can leave that out of here. That might date me a little bit on my age, but yeah. So now we're gonna have 2 turn-ins.
The Stargate denies you permission to
Oh,
jump
Bastion
at the
module. I'm gonna have to get water soon. I'm all out.
Oh, do you guys use water for your Bastion mode?
No, I was meaning for like my human being self.
Drive
Oh.
No, I don't need heavy water for myself. I only use that at work. Oh gosh.
I was just learning today, before I started running missions today, that porpoises use heavy water for Their
Yep.
their
For their industrial core, yeah.
yeah.
64-ounce juice bottle. I mean, my bottle's fairly large, but not that kind of size.
Ooh. Guess I'm declining that one. The low sec.
Low sec.
Yeah, there's a few missions you have to pass.
Well, yeah, the anemic team ones.
Yeah.
Anemic.
Man,
Anomic.
that 2 million ISK reward though.
And 10,000 loyalty points.
And
Yeah.
death.
and death.
You forgot the other part of the equation, and death. Alright, I gotta drop off this loot.
Warp drive active.
Gosh, I couldn't imagine having a 64-ounce freaking bottle. IKO?
Oh, for you too?
Yeah, it's the one that's 3 jumps out.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Both,
I'm warping
both.
2 stationary now. I hope I don't have to die. 20 ounce 3 times without getting it. Wait. So you have your bottle you drink out of, and then you just have a giant bottle next to it you refill it with while sitting at the computer? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that one. I'd like to be able to go to the bathroom as well.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I've got a stein, like a pint stein from Oktoberfest
Okay.
that I use for my water.
Yeah, then you have to get back up again. And walk all the way to wherever your water is. For me, like, I'm pretty good at remembering the water when I get up to use the bathroom. I'll just, like, in my brain, I'll be like, I want a snack. And then I'll be like, okay, and I get up to get a snack, water, and use the bathroom, and I'll forget the snack. So both of yours are an IKO, right?
Yeah.
So convenient. Yeah. I need to stop the
right?
snacking, though. I need to lose weight. I'm a chunky boy. So, gotta stop being chunky. Sell Vindicator for the resources to learn abyssals. I mean, if you win the Vexer, you can just start doing abyssals with that. Meat, veggies, eggs, cheese, 3 months. Yeah, but see, you just said, like, I don't really cook all that often, and all of those things require cooker preparation. Which reminds me, I need to do something for, oh yeah, I got that thing in the fridge that I can't remember the name of again. Alright. What's the name of that thing? Shimaki? Shimaki? That's what I'm gonna eat whenever I decide to grab a bite. I want to get up to the 25 followers, but well, okay, but for that, right? Just do tier 0s. Thank you, Fire Smoke. Thank you. We're on the way. Lucidity, just do tier 0s. If you do tier 0s in that Vexor, like, even if you mess up, there's such a wide margin of safety, you should be fine in tier 0s. It's when you get into tier 1s with the tier 1 Vexor that if you mess up a lot, you can die. Because I used this fit that I'm giving away myself to prove to myself that, hey, this does tier 1s. And, like, it did it. It did it without problem. I didn't get below 40% armor, and it had an armor repper. But, because with the Karen rooms or the Lashak rooms, if you don't approach your target with an angle so that you have a transversal, you can definitely get, like, effectively one shot because they can just deal so much alpha damage. So there are some things you do need to take into consideration with those specific rooms. And then the Kikamura rooms are also very deadly because Kikamuras just have, for some reason, way too much DPS. I'm like, I said that, you know, I wanted to get to the 25 follower goal, and that's true. But I am really, really, really happy. Like, my progress today, you know, I've gotten what, like 5 more followers just today, which is huge, right? It's like 25% or 30% increase. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, we have met a lot of people, and I'm also happy people like Vono, Fire Smoke, like we've had people interacting. That's what I like, you know, being able to talk to people, interact, makes it fun for me, and hopefully enjoyable for you guys, and I like it. We've been going now for what, a little over 2 hours, so just slowly grinding out a little bit of ISK, more for the faction. I mean, depends what you're here for, Vono. Like, I get what you're saying, because, like, I'm the same way. I would want to interact. But if it's background while you're doing something else, I get it 100%. Like, if you're working and this is your background, that, you know, maybe you're just keeping an ear out, and like, oh, they're talking about this, I want to look at that for a second. I get it. Different strokes for different folks. Oh, I'm turning my modules on. I remembered. I mean, if you've never used it, then yeah, it's just taking up space. And right now, prices are going up, so it's a good time to sell. What ammo do we have? We can go to the short stuff. I never did put more drones in my freaking ship. Rip.
Oh, I didn't either. I put ammo, not drones.
Yeah, I completely forgot. I mean, if we have another pleasure hub, what am I going to do? There's no more drones to sacrifice to the drone gods. I will suggest, though, if you're going to start doing abyssals, like, definitely run a few of the easier ones first, just to get a feel for them. Get a feel for the timing, the layouts. Heh. Back in my day. Yeah. I feel that. Burning CDs. How about listening to the radio waiting to burn something onto cassette? And hoping the DJ doesn't freaking talk during your song. Ah, there's nothing worse than finally my freaking song's coming on, like, you know, like, here we go, and then during the 15-second intro of the song, he's like, "Join us this weekend at the car wash for the Hail and Bale," and you're like, "Oh my gosh, no, shut up." I think they did it on purpose, honestly. Was that it for this site? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes.
Sweet. Reg, are you gonna fleet warp us?
Yep. I need Amatil to swap me up there. There we go.
37 million.
Still in bed.
Let's see.
The
How?
Balgorn. I've never used one of those. They look so weird. 37
Yeah, I
mil.
don't know how you would do that.
What, for the fleet warp?
Yeah, the fleet warp from the mission section. I don't.
Right click,
I don't know
then
how to
go
do
to
that.
the agent at the bottom.
Warp drive active.
Right click,
Agent
go to
mission.
agent.
I'm following you in warp.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like I know how. Oh, you're talking about right clicking in open space. I thought Robert was telling us of a way to do it from the interface.
Yeah, the three
Tracker?
dot thing. I wasn't able to do it before. I was just doing it from open space.
Pyrite
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
Mexilon. What are you mining in right now? Oh wait, a metal didn't come with? Oh, procures? Okay.
He might be a little slower.
We
or-
are landed on grid. I mean, while you're not wrong about that, they fill up like in, what, 3 cycles?
Warp drive active.
6. Oh, okay. That's what? That's still it's semi AFK. Come back and the rocks that you were mining are gone. Sad face. Yeah, that's fair. Spider drones. That's not ideal.
Yeah, and I don't have my drones to deal with the spider drones.
Yeah, well, hopefully the missiles can, an Armageddon with blood splattered all over it. Fire smoke, I didn't catch that. I see it now. Is that from like Firefly? Yeah, if you're just mining to specifically churn out one product, then you have a specific thing in mind. When I mine, it's usually just to sell the ore, because I'm not gonna turn it into product. Was that it for this site?
Think so.
That is anticlimactic. No, like seriously, there was only like 6 enemies total, and 2 of that was spider drones.
Yep, now I gotta pick up a special delivery off of something.
I mean, there's so many ways to to make income, like what you're saying with the, if your repro is completely maxed out, just putting buy orders out for ore and then reproing it. It's definitely a viable way. I just don't have a need for the ISK that much to do that. I'd rather actively do something. Or
But
keep
what's the
giving
point
away.
if you're not enjoying it.
Yeah. Keep giving away caracals. What I need to do is just set up giveaways that have Kaldari ships that you can't win. It just like it lets you enter, but it just magically you never win.
Evil. That is evil, sir.
You're like, man, look at this. He's got a Navy issue Drake. Oh man, I just got
So rude.
30 tickets. Brett buys one ticket. Brett wins. Thomas has never seen such bullshit. Oh gosh.
Warp drive active.
How does this keep happening? Yeah. Hypernet style giveaways. Yeah, there you go. Except I'm not keeping. I didn't buy 4 nodes myself yet.
Skill training completed.
Ooh, baby, social rank 2. Gosh, that's so far behind.
Warp drive active.
I've always enjoyed longer range fits though, for me. I like the drone feel and the sniper feel. I wish I could bring carriers into high sec. That's what I want. I want carriers in high sec. I think what I want more than that is a different type of abyssal that uses battle cruisers and battleships as opposed to the small ships. I mean, the sentry is the one sitting there, not you in that case. So. Yeah, like, if you just had like T7, 8, 9, 10, and it's like battlecruiser, like battleship, like you can take 2 battlecruisers or 1 battleship. And maybe instead of 20 minutes, you get 30 minutes to complete it because they're slow. God, think about like the risk level with that though, taking like freaking blinged out battleship in. And you know how like right now if you're doing a T6 you need to be in 0.5 to not get a suspect timer. Have those ones maybe be, you have to be in 0.4 space or less, just to try and balance it out and make it risky. Yeah, exactly. We'll be able to build more ships. Alright. Now I can drop off my loot from before. Takes Marauder and loses to time. Yeah. That would be like, I feel like Rattlesnake, Praxis, Nightmare would really shine in that because they don't have to use the Bastion module to still be better than a regular battleship. Keep that. Everything else. Whoop. Gotten like 11 million in loot from the 2 times I put down the MTU. That's not bad. Yeah, rattlesnake is just a Gila. Alright, what did my faction get up to now? 4.22. Jumped right past 420. I'm sure Vader's upset. I am ready when you are. I don't know about Reg.
So the anomic base is the one that you don't like with it. The ship restrictions against battleships.
Correct. You just decline
Yes,
those,
so
and there's
no.
no penalty for declining them either. You can decline them, no problem.
What? Why?
What do you mean?
Why is there no penalty?
Because they have the special ship. They're a special mission, so there's
okay.
no penalty to decline them.
Cool.
And it's like there's not even like a time metric behind it. Like the regular missions, it's 4 hours, but for the anomic ones, you can decline as many as you want, and they don't count against you. Easy day. Do we want to do the one here in Sank and then go over and do the one in Hayama after?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh, Vona, you're talking about with doing your ore trips where you can just open cargo deposit and deposit it? Let's see. Don't know what time it is for everybody else, but it's almost 1 p.m. by me.
It is almost midnight for me.
Warp drive active.
Gotta love the different time zone across the world. Definitely gonna have to get water soon. And no, not for my Bastion module, for me myself. What's the name of this mission?
Warp drive
Enemies abundant.
active.
Enemies Abound?
1-5. Abound, yeah, sorry.
Alright,
Abound,
cool.
1-5.
Withdraw from station. Oh. That would be nice. Angel Blockade or Worlds Collide or Garista's Extravaganza. This one's gonna kill my faction. Oh well. Somebody has to put an MTU down for this one though. These guys drop the tags, so if you don't pick up the tags and sell them off, you don't get paid any money. Yep, no bounties. You kill your faction with whoever you're politely yet firmly asking to vacate life, and then you get the tags. That was the wrong button. Yeah, My main is almost down to the point where he's going to be kill on sight in the other areas of space, just sort of a problem. Oh man, I almost got that frigate before it got in too close. Oh well. The Drake will take care of it, right? Right, guys?
I'll get it. We're gonna oh wait, I see which one it is now. Yep.
Yeah, I hit it with my opening volley against it, and it took it down to like almost dead, and then I couldn't hit it again. And I was like, figures.
These things have some structure to them.
Yeah. Who's putting out the MTU is the question.
I
I
threw
saw
mine out.
something.
Is it out? Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Good to go. Just making sure somebody's got it out there. And all good?
Yeah, I just gotta go collect stuff out of the can.
I mean, I'm not gonna do. I get what you're saying, Vader. He's saying to do the SOE so that I can reset my faction. But the problem is I'm gonna keep running these missions, so it's just gonna keep doing it. Oh, and you can redo it every 90 days. I mean, I could just not go to that space too. The next one was Hayama, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This one is Duo of Death.
I think this is a shorter one. I think.
Defeat a pirate duo.
Yep. Yeah. We're up to 4.22 on my space lane patrol, which, if I get done training my social and connections, it'll probably be above 5. Final bit. What do you mean, Bono? You said do the final bit. Now to do the final bit. Oh. Gotcha. Alright, I am standing by in the entrance at Hayama.
I'm in. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we're both here.
Yeah.
So, Amatil, let me know when you're here.
In warp. I had to pick up the militants.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm getting cold all of a sudden. Oop, there we go. My model's here.
Alright, warp into location.
Warp drive active.
Ooh. Question is, what am I going to do after I get done with
Modules.
these? Ah, hey, there you go. Thank you. After I get done with these level 4s for the day.
Yeah, this is gonna be my last one.
Yeah. Maybe I can go back and do some more tier 4 abyssals. Grab my Shimaki and some water in between the two.
Warp drive active.
T6 Gila. Yeah, not this guy. Oh, it's Ace Face. Gotcha. Yeah. He has a lot of fits for abyssals, and like he knows what he's doing, but he's also doing that on the test server a lot. Yeah, this is this really short one that we did like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was only, you know, one jump over, so it's not a big deal. Just quickly get it knocked out. 37 million ore turns into 49 mil in minerals. Oh, that's nice. I wish I had those reprocessing skills. And all that stuff is the spider dragons. Oh, you have the reprocessing implant. I got like the really low tier mining implant on my alt, and I think it's paid for itself at this point. Like it was gonna take so long to actually pay for itself, but I think it finally has. All right, back to Sandcast.
Warp drive active.
Right, it's all about min-maxing. If you get that extra 1% here, if you get, you know, a 2% difference on something else, because you're spending a good amount of time on it, it adds up. So many in the lobby that haven't said anything. Hello to everybody. I think we will 22 cycles. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. It's a 10% difference. We're at 8. Alright, let me get my
Warp drive active.
other account loaded up to run abyssals in. We can run some T4 abyssals. Oh yeah, faction. I like it. What are we up to? It didn't update yet. I think I'll take like a 5-minute break to warm up food, get water, use the bathroom, and then run a bunch of T4 gamma abyssals in a Gila. And knock on wood. Hopefully it all goes well.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Yeah, here sometime soon I'm gonna have to go give these abyssals a run with you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to do some together, I can use
Wanna
my
check
worm instead of my Gila. Alright, let me get...
I definitely want to check it out.
It's fun. I like it. It's...
What about those fleet core axes that we got, or the corp core axes?
I mean, in a tier 0, 100% yes. In a tier 1, dicey.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's the trade-off, right? Like, here we go. Switch over to other account. All right. What do we have here? Let's move the loot from the last run. Look at that. Magically, I'm in a Gila.
There we go.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, this Gila is thick. 147,000 EHP. Very thick. Alright. I am going to go get some water, use the restroom, grab my little snacky snack. I will be back in 3 to 5 minutes.
I will likely not be here, so goodbye, Twitch. Hope to see y'all around. And Nas, I will be seeing you around.
returned with more water. And my chimaki, which is this little bundle of rice, pork, and egg. We'll see how this tastes. And yes, I'm using a fork, not chopsticks. Do not tell my other half.
Nothing but boogers.
What was that, Vader?
Boogers. Boogers to the max. You enjoy your mission, Ryan?
Let me put my dishes away and I'll be right back. All right. Let me update my stream settings here to reflect that we're going to be running abyssals. And then we will get out there and start earning the IFK. T4. Alright, there we go. Everything's updated. Let me make sure I have ammo. We have filaments. We still have 45 minutes left of our shield booster. That's nice. Drones, yes. Do any of them need to be repaired? A lot of them do. Alright, we are good to go. Let's go run some T4s. Yeah, Lusitania, there's chopsticks. I don't have to go looking for them. Like, there's a lot of them in the house.
Warp drive active.
Vader, do you want to enter into the Twitch and enter to win a ship? All right. Whew. Here we go. FW guy. All right. T4s coming up. Alright, so first one. It's gonna take a little while to get through all these, but this shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna get nuded down. An E-ward, but the DPS shouldn't be too bad here to deal with. Let me turn on my modules. It's always important, and I always forget. And one down, two down, and I guess we'll go for the Scylla's first because they newt and I believe they also web. As soon as we get down to the bioadaptive down here, we will launch our MTU as long as we don't get webbed on the way. If we get webbed, we'll launch it beforehand, because, like, we're not the fastest ship in the fleet here. I just need to make sure I watch the drones, make sure they do okay. Orientation, what a fun word to spell. That's right, I've been finding myself doing really terrible at just spelling in general. And let me see. Yeah, I can just click and drag it. Oh. Lusitania, you just saved me like 3 seconds every one of these runs, which how many of them I do is going to add up a lot. Fairly simple first room. See how much loot we got on this first room now that the loot's all pulled in. 51.8 million in the first room. Oof. Wow. gosh. That luck's not going to continue, but dang. Wow. Amazing. More than a complete run's average in the first room. Pull the drones in. And go on to the next pocket. We're doing pretty good on time. Haven't even been at 4 minutes yet. Okay, so we've got a Kikamura room. So for these ones, don't have any tanglings. So we're gonna go for the Kikamuras and the healers, the Rodivas first. What's the range on our missiles? 18? We're gonna miss with a couple of those. Oh well. What's the other ghosting? It's a Kikamura. Need to get this loot out there popped as well. There we go. Good to go. I'm ecstatic as to how easy these rooms are thus far. Okay. Gosh, that's so nice being able to just drag and drop. How did I not know that beforehand? Everything's attacking the drones. They're not hitting the drones, for the most part. I think after this one dies, I'm going to just pull the drones in so that this stuff comes to me. So I can add in missile DPS. There we go. Much better. Okay. And we'll start with the Damavix. Because the fact is the healers are not going to be able to heal through me plus the drones. Not at all. Alright. All the loot is in. Let's see what this pocket gave us. 7.8. Okay. Take that. Nothing compared to the first pocket, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, and that pocket was amazing. Definitely gonna kill the two healers now. I don't want them running away, which is an issue. If I kill the last combatant, they may just start putting distance between us. So we'll take them out now and then take the last Damavik out and move on to the last pocket. Go. I'm going to start reloading now. There we go. Pull the drones in. We're doing pretty good on time this time. We're at like 7.25 minutes. It's nice. Very nice. And the last pocket holds for us. A lot of loot and a room of just E-War. All the E-War. So, it'll take us a minute to get through all the debuffs here. It flew right in front of us. I'm surprised there's no Webbers. Like, that is blowing my mind. Up there they come. There we go. I was wondering. It was quiet. Too quiet. What do we have for targeting range? Long enough. Let's go ahead and put the MTU out now since we're just crawling at this point. Get the drones taking out the last loot caches, and then we'll just chew through the guys one at a time from smallest to largest, I guess. These guys don't have enough DPS. It's not like the Lashak rooms or a straight Kikamura room. So, they just debuff you to oblivion. Wherever that one actually gets popped. Where are you at? Way down there. I don't know who my drone is currently shooting at. There we go. So we've got to be careful though. I'm a bad drone parent. I don't want to lose them.
The capacitor is empty.
And this is why I like passive. It's lazy, but effective. And the income you can make off of it is so nice. Like we just ran a couple hours of level 4s. I did not make much in comparison to what I'll make from this one T4. Got one more loot after that one. Hopefully it comes in about the same time the enemies die off and we get out of here at about the, what, 12-minute mark? I don't think we'll be done by the 12-minute mark, but that's okay. We'll see. Loot's almost in. I keep going for the drones. There we go. On to the last guy. And our capacitor's finally gonna come back up so we can turn our modules. And the last pocket, 28.5. Very nice. Wow. Just wow. For one T4. $88 million. For one T4. And it has taken me 12 minutes. We'll say 12 and a half with the time it takes to warp in, warp out. Cannot complain. That is good stuff. Alright, out we go. Any baddies waiting for me on the outside? No, thankfully. Good. And we can go to run number 2. All right. See if we can get that lucky with the loot again. Back-to-back wins. We have a Karen and a bunch of E-War. The obfuscators, sensor dampener guys, are going to be a pain for trying to get the other loot caches popped. So we will get them. We'll need to get this entangler as well. And turn on my modules. That'd also help. Let's get rid of the entangler next. We are moving straight at that freaking battleship. That is not what we want. Don't want to be moving straight towards the Karen ever, even if you're moving slow. It hurts so bad. Oh, there's a second entangler. I didn't even notice. This is why I don't want to go to higher tiers, because my play is not consistent enough, I guess would say. I make too many mistakes. Okay, can we target those yet? 59. Well, close. There we go. Now we can actually get the other loots popped. So the MTU can actually do something. Down about 66% on our HP. It's not too bad. There we go.
Our module has run out of charges.
Let's get the drones on this entangler. And once the entangler's gone, I'm going to get the drones out on the Karen. If the entangler ever goes down here. He's actually lasted pretty good. And then after him is going to be the newts. First, let's get our drones out there. Yes, I know capacitor. We're very low. This is fine. This is fine. Excuse me. Sorry, I had a cough. Definitely have all the loot in before these guys are dead. This first room is taking a lot longer in this pocket than the last. Almost got through the newt. There we go. So now we can work on the entangler. We're going to run out of missiles and have to reload first. This is a tier 4. So this is a raging gamma.
Our module has run out
Gosh,
of
this
charges.
freaking Karen is taking forever for my drones to kill off. Yeah, I really have started getting into the abyssals in the last, I'll say month. I'd done them before, but I'd never really gotten too interested. But I'm really liking it now. It's there's more challenge to it than the other PvE stuff that you can do in high sec. By yourself, anyways. There's things you can do like incursions with groups, but solo PvE content. My drones want to kill off this thing at any time. There we go. You ever run any of them fire smoke? This first room, man. These are the rooms that make me worry about doing these builds because of the time frame. Like, we are going to be pushing the 7 minutes. Ran a T0 with a frigate? Okay. I mean, if you're going to do a T0, that's the hardest way to do it with the frigate. I was running T0s with a worm, just like running through them real quickly. It's actually decent income for like the T0 is very simplistic for the enemies and everything. It is the cheapest way to do it. You're not wrong. What did we get for loot? 23.5 million. Not bad for the first room. It is the cheapest way to do it, but like if you do your career missions, you have destroyer to start, so like you could just use the destroyer. I like so for doing tier 0s, frigate's fine. I also like using like either the Dragoon or the Algos. Yeah, that was the first room. Yeah. They were very thick and chunky. This room will be faster. There's going to be a lot of E-War, but it's going to be faster. Well, I think one of my drones actually made it to go take out the loot cache down there. I hope. Or did I pull it off? Yep, I pulled it off of the... Darn it. Oh, sad face. I messed that up. Oh well. Okay, so now I can actually get the loot caches popped and get the MTU rolling, because there's a lot of them in this room. I do need to remember to actually pick up my loot and move on beforehand on this one.
The capacitor is empty.
And we're already out of capacitor. Fun. Okay. We really need to get DPS going on to these guys. We don't have a lot of time to spare because that first room was such a long one. As soon as that drone... Where's he at? Still hasn't even made it. Jesus. There we go. Okay. Now we will be able to just burst down everything. At least these guys are going down quite quickly.
has run out of charges.
Alright. Almost through all the frigates. Almost. What I don't like is how freaking long we've gone on the timer here. Do I have all my modules on? I do. Alright. Whew. This is probably going to be my longest run in a tier 4. Depending what the last room is. Like if it's a DPS check room, we are going to be running close. How much longer on that? Okay, so we'll have the ability to get all the loot out of this room just because we didn't have the DPS to clear it that fast. Oh, so the Gila can only launch 2 drones. So it can only do 2 medium drones. That's all it can have. But its passive bonus is medium drones get 500% damage and 250% health. So they're just 2 really beefy drones is what it is. No, it's not the Vexor. If it was the Vexor, I would not be in a tier 4.
The capacitor is empty.
Like if I was gonna try a tier 4 in something other than the Gila, I would probably use the Ishtar. But I have the Ishtar on my alt, not on my main, and I don't have the accompanying skills to make it a tier 4 viable ship yet. It's got a long time before I'll be able to do that in the Ishtar. It has, I think, better potential than the Gila. It's just you have to be way more active. Yeah, we're down to 7 minutes left for this last room. Which is, I don't have to tell you, not ideal. They're left over from, like, when the frickin' enemies are casting them. Alright, there's only 1 tangling. Yeah, right. Alright, so we gotta take the tangling out. That's the Weber. Thank gosh that this room has low HP enemies. Okay. Look, everything is working as intended, okay? It's fine. This is fine.
The capacitor is empty.
There we go, I found the one that
The
was
capacitor is empty.
hit there. We are going to go closer to the conduit to actually throw down our MTU for this one because we are so strapped for time. Actually, you know what? We're just going to do it now. Like, these guys should die very quickly, but I don't want to take any risks because of the time frame crunch. I don't need capacitor for anything on this build. Nothing. Okay, I say that the afterburner is useful. So I will target the starvings in the next part of the order here. Looking at this and looking at the capacitor, it's just like 0. Like just 0, 0. Okay, there we go. Here you go, the last newt is targeted. There you go. No more newts. My capacitor will regen. What are we at here? Woohoo! Thank God this is a fast room. Now let's see what we get for loot. 11.2. No! I'm a bad drone parent. I'm a bad drone father. His sacrifice is for the rest of us.
Our module has run out of charges.
Bader, I saw what you posted in Corp Chat, and I will check when I'm not in immediate danger of dying to a timer. I'm gonna make it out with like 2 minutes to spare, I think, here. Ugh. It was a good loot run, but oof. Talk about time. Okay. Good to go. And importantly, nobody waiting out here. This is Corpmate's fit that he linked. Let's put some missiles on it, that always helps. Okay. I'm confused by the fit. I really am. I don't like it. I don't like how it has a shield booster. No, I didn't get 200 mil in that single one. That's for 2. Oh, my passive regen on my fit. 135 HP a second passive with 150,000 just shy EHP. So then when we go into the gamma abyssal, this goes over 200 HP a second, and we're over 200,000 EHP. Well, the first run was why? Because the first run was just absurdly, like, way higher. Because we haven't gotten a million a run here. We gotta take out the filaments. We've gotten 70 mil a run. Because I have the filaments on me. So, like, that's not all profit. But it's still, we're sitting at 70 million a run right now. And I didn't go grab a new drone. Well. Hopefully we don't need a new drone. At least I remembered to turn my modules on. Like, sane. Why is it sane? I think it's over-engineered. That's what I think of it. I don't know who my drones are attacking. But one of you is going up there. And of course, nothing that I freaking went to. Stop shooting my drones, peoples. Of course, the drone that I sent up there is the one that... 10 billion? Yo, why would... Gosh, no. Like, mine is... It's expensive. But it's not like that. Yeah, I mean... For tier 6s, I get it, you need something beefy, but still, you're not getting that much more out of it for that big of a price increase, are you? Like in reality? Like, the difference between, say, 1.2 billion and 10 billion, like, in actual, like, ship stats? Oh yeah, I'm aware. It's like the fastest ISK you can make in high sec. But you can also just die. And I lost another drone. No, I didn't lose another drone. Okay. It just didn't put both of them out. I mean, yeah, it's good income, but it's not worth the risk. That's 20 hours. That's not including, I'm sure you have to have a full high tier implant set. So that's another 3 billion, depending on the set, of implants that you have to have that you're going to lose if you die in the abyss. Like, I've just slowly been making upgrades to this ship. Like, I started doing T2s in it, and now I'm up to doing T4s because I've added on little bits here and there as I make income from running these.
Our module has run out of charges.
Let's
The
see
capacitor is empty.
what we got for loot in this first room. 13.2, which I guess is like the average because it's supposed to be an average of 32 million for the entirety per when you're running with a cruiser. Well, we'll be able to get our capacitor up some before we start the next room. There we go. I'm going to start reloading now so we can just enter the next room with full complement of missiles. I mean, you need to keep in mind what implants I have on, right? Like, this isn't just run that fit on the ship and you'd be fine. Like, high grade Nirvana, right? Like, there's like 2.5 billion worth of implants to go along to make this work. Oh, no, 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 no. See how I'm a bad drone parent? Oh, they made it back? No, they didn't make it back. They're gonna attack me when I come back the next time. You left us here to die. Honestly, I think my income per hour was almost the same in the tier 3 electricals. Just because of the time difference. Right, like in the tier 3 electricals, I had much better kill speed. We need to bring him back. These guys are just, they're little terrorists. Look at them go. Oh, now they're shooting at me. There we go. Okay. Now to start killing off all these things. And keep a better eye on my drone's health because I literally just left behind two. How much health does the Karen have on her? Oh, so much. Send the drones over to kill the Karen now. Don't think I'm gonna make it through this first Cilia with my missiles without having to reload. If you're doing a gamma, like T3, yes. If you're trying to do what I was doing, where I was doing like T3 electrical, so I could run faster, I was getting down like to 40% or a little below in the T3 electricals with my high grades. So I would only do the gammas if you're going to use mid grades. Also, you can use like the alpha and the bravo. High grades are cheaper, so like you get the high grade of the first two, and then like mid grade as you go up to lower the cost.
Our module has run out of charges.
Really? He's at 1% structure while I gotta repair my freaking armor or reload my freaking missiles. I'm just gonna have a drone pop him. Yeah, there we go. Welcome to whoever just came in. Let's see here. We got ground black pepper, J Cronus, Jedi Saber, Metal Matrix, Myobtelly? Oh yeah, we're loaded? Yeah, we're gonna go. Do the Karen. Everything has so many shields because of these darn gamma sites. And like I'm seriously debating looking for better mutated drone damage modules, just to squeeze a little bit more out of the build. Just because like that last room, having only 2 minutes left, and I didn't have 3 DPS rooms in a row, so it could have been worse. Let me pick up the loot. 13.8, which is about average again. That's good. Head over to the transfer conduit. Stack up everything here. As soon as we get to the shields in this guy should be good. What I would just recommend, like if you're gonna make a build to try and do like this, and you're not gonna have the exact same things, then just start at a lower tier and like, you know, if you're running, for instance, if you're like, I don't have the implants, so you run T2 or T3 gammas and see where your shields end up, right? If your shields never get below like 60%, then you're doing okay with that wise. And then you just, okay, how long does it take to complete? Because like this is going to be another long room. Oy. I have to remember to go pick up more drones. Okay, that drone. Thank you, game, for putting out the one drone that's like severely injured. Poor guy. Entangler. Let's get the Entangler taken out. We don't want him around. Alright, Bono, thank you for hanging out. We'll see you again. And you fly safe as well.
Beep, beep.
Vader, you say something like once every 10 minutes. And if I was my drone, who would I be attacking? Of course, have to be within 59. Okay, well, at least they're fighting the one guy that's making it so I can't target stuff. Small wins. That one. Let me guess, I took the wrong one. I did. Loot's coming in. What do we got left here? 6 minutes 40 seconds. Plenty of time this time. Gosh, we're moving so slow. Wow, it's almost 2 o'clock. Go. Whew. Well, it's 1:49 by me. Where are you at, Fire Smoke?
Our module has run out of charges.
It's 11:50. Ah, Eastern, okay. Yeah, Lusitania's in Central. Oh, we got the 300-second warning. 5 minutes left on our abyssal here. Is all the loot in? All the loot's in. Let's see what we got here. 19.4. Alright. So we ended up with, what, like 40 million from this one? Which is much closer to a typical amount. Had some just insane amounts in that first room. I think after this run, I'm gonna drop off my loot. I gotta find more drones, and I might take a break. So I'm gonna raid another person here, His name is Zero Chronos. I've raided him with him before. I like him. Let me get my drones in here. Okay, and activate gate. Whoop. Helps if I do commands correctly, because I'm so literate. Oh. If it works.
Warp drive active.
Okay. Now I know what I did wrong. Slash is different. I was trying to tell my chatbot to do something.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right.
Very much for the raid. How was your stream?
It was good. It was good.
Oh, there it is. Nice, nice. Yo, let's get Code Nos shot out there. Heck yeah, that's awesome. That's huge, bro. Get that shout out for your bro. Yo, Jedi Saber. 7.
Huge shout out to code_nose. Check out their channel and drop our battle brother a follow.
Alright. With that, I am going to let you guys go. I'm going to watch Chronos for a while I
Currently enjoying
relax.
some Tier 5 Gamma abyssals.